Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare and sometimes self-care. And today I want to talk about the hydrating ingredients you need to know about if you are looking for juicy, plump, bouncy, hydrated skin. So today we're not even talking about hyaluronic acid, but I want to share with you 5 other ingredients that you should be looking for on the back of your skincare products if you're looking for really hydrated skin. I'm going to teach you all about those ingredients and I'm going to give you some product suggestions. So if you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's jump right in. So the first ingredient is Aquaxyl, and this is technically 3 ingredients, not just one. Aquaxyl is a trade name for 3 ingredients. So this is what you want to find on the ingredients list, these 3 ingredients: xylitol, xyloglucoside, and anhydroxylitol. So these are actually derived from sugar molecules, and they really work in 2 different ways that are very beneficial for hydration on the skin. They actually are very similar to hyaluronic acid in the fact that they can attract and bind hydration to the skin, but they do also help to stimulate the skin's own natural moisturizing factors. This is what keeps your skin really hydrated and comfortable. So it's a really great ingredient that also increases natural hyaluronic acid on the skin, keeping it really juicy, but then it also helps to strengthen your skin barrier. It's a very helpful kind of companion to like our ceramides and cholesterol and fatty acids for keeping your barrier strong. And you know, when you keep your skin barrier strong, your skin is a lot more effective at holding hydration in. So one of my first product recommendations that contains this trio of ingredients is the Ampoule N Ceramide shot. I love this serum so much. You know, it does have ceramides in it. It's a very barrier supportive serum, and that's originally why I was attracted to this product. And I think that's one of its like really best known qualities, is that it really can help to strengthen up your skin barrier. That's something I am always advocating for as a person who suffers with dehydration. I know that you gotta strengthen that barrier to stop dehydration in its tracks. And this definitely has those really key ingredients to do that. But with the Aquaxyl in here and some other really great humectant ingredients, you get this really beautiful texture that is a little bit moisturizing, incredibly hydrating. I mean, this feels so deeply replenishing. As soon as you get it onto your skin, you feel the burst of hydration and just that little bit of moisture that just helps to hug everything in. It feels so plump, so juicy, so bouncy, really refreshing on the skin. It is not heavy at all. It is not a rich serum by any means, but it really does replenish skin that is in need of a lot of hydration. Now, the Mediheal Baobab Soothing Moisture Serum. What a mouthful, right? Now, this serum actually shares a lot of properties with Ampoule N. Very similar texture here. You get that real good deep burst of hydration with the Aquaxyl and the other humectant ingredients in here. Just that little bit of light balancing moisture that just gently hugs everything into your skin. And they've really smartly paired the Aquaxyl again with the barrier building ingredients like the ceramides. Where the difference is here is that they're using a lot of hyaluronic acid in this product, lots of different forms of it. And so because there is quite a few different humectants in here, I do think that this has a little bit more of that kind of bouncy quality to it, that more like firm and juicy kind of feel. And honestly, when you are really looking to firm up your skin, maybe you are looking to decrease the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, you know, things like retinol and vitamin C, collagen stimulating ingredients are the way to go, and of course your sunscreen. But you also know that hydrating ingredients that really plump the skin can actually really make your skin look firm, really smooth, and it can really diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, the Rovectin Lotus Water Cream is really some type of magic. It is a unicorn. I even put a unicorn sticker on my bottle because that's how I feel about this. I fell really deeply in love with this a couple summers ago, and it really is such a wonderful, refreshing type of moisturizer to use, especially in hot and humid weather when your skin is craving hydration but is not craving weight. This is a really, really wonderful moisturizer that has this incredible burst of hydration on the skin. The reason why I said it's kind of magic is because looks are deceiving here. This looks like it's going to be a traditional cream type of texture. And then once you start to spread it onto your skin, you see it just like breaks down, melts down into this really thin layer. You're going to feel at first a decent amount of moisture here. It's not really oily, but there is some squalane in here, and that's what you're feeling at first. Really light moisture, but then the magic happens because this then feels like water, like a deep drink of cool water on a hot day. That is the sensation of this cream as you run it in, like you get it into your skin and it just bursts into hydration. The Aquaxyl here is really bringing that effect. That's really why I wanted to highlight this ingredient in the video, or these ingredients I should say, right? Because anytime I use a product with these 3 ingredients, I always get that burst of hydration sensation, which is amazing. It is really satisfying, but it actually does indicate a very deeply hydrating product. The second ingredient you need to know about is amino acids. Now, this is actually a class of ingredients, so many ingredients fall under this umbrella. And you may know that amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and they actually do serve many functions in skincare. Some of the more common ones that we see popping up in skincare include glycine, proline, and arginine. Now, arginine is probably the most common one used in skincare, so that's actually what I'm going to focus on under amino acids and in this section of the video. So arginine is really interesting because it's not technically a humectant. So humectant is an ingredient that attracts and binds hydration to the skin. It doesn't technically have those properties, but what arginine does is it actually helps to support your skin's natural moisturizing factors, and it does actually help to promote urea in the skin. Now, urea really helps to keep your skin hydrated, and arginine also helps with the effects of dehydration on the skin, like flakiness, redness, inflammation. Arginine is pretty common in skincare. You just may not know to look for it, but I would have to say that one of the most popular, most hydrating like K-beauty products out there, the best known one, is probably the Cosrx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence, and even its Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cream. These are like so hyped, and for a reason, right? They're so popular. People love them so much because of the juicy, plump hydration that both of these products really deliver to the skin. I mean, it's really amazing how hydrating these can feel. Both products contain arginine. It really is a great supportive hydrating ingredient, and I think that's why so many of us love the snail mucin, its ability to hydrate the skin. Of course, snail on its own is a great humectant that you should know about. It definitely can give you that juicy, bounce, plump skin, but this formula is really being helped along with the amino acid with the arginine in here. It is a very deceptively simple looking formula, but it has been perfectly crafted to deliver maximum hydration. Now, with the snail essence, you know, this texture is just so famous. It's a gel-like texture. It is not sticky, but you can get a little bit of that stringy effect to it, but it really just dives deep into the skin, and it with that more bodied gel texture, you really get that plumping effect. That's a really nice texture to look for if you're looking for not just hydration, but that bouncy quality to your skin where you just want to do this, right? You will get that with more of the thicker body type of textures like this gel texture. It feels amazing. It really helps to support hydration on the skin. Now, the all-in-one cream, I am like falling deeply in love with this. You know, it is a multitasking type of product. You don't have to use this as a moisturizer. If you wanted to, I mean, it is a nice light moisturizer. It doesn't have the ability to really fight dehydration. It doesn't have that occlusive property to it. Like even the Rovectin Lotus cream has a little bit of that hug it in quality. I don't really feel that with the all-in-one cream, but it could be a really nice light moisturizer for those who don't need the occlusion. But you can also use this underneath your final moisturizer for a little extra balance to the skin, extra hydration, extra plumpness. It is really amazing how well it plumps the skin. So if you've been here on my channel for a while, you may know my love for the NIOD Modulating Glucoside Serum. And I first fell in love with this serum for its ability to quickly soothe down irritated skin. It is amazing at on contact soothing irritation, burning, and stinging on the skin. I have sensitive skin, so this is invaluable to me because sensitivity can occur at any time. It's grown on me even more beyond its anti-irritation properties because it is so good at supporting skin health. It is a creamy texture, but surprisingly, it brings a really nice amount of hydration to the skin. It's a really great balanced serum. I have combination skin, so I'm always seeking that balance between a lot of hydration and a good amount of moisture in my skincare because my skin just needs both. It craves both. This serum delivers that in the texture, but I was always wondering why does it actually seem to have such great hydrating properties to it. And looking into the ingredients list, there's a lot to uncover here, but there's a good amount of amino acids, including arginine. It's not just arginine, there's more than that. But the amino acids, as I was saying, they're not humectants technically, but they actually help to support your skin's natural hydration methods. It helps to increase your natural urea and hyaluronic acid, and that is why your skin feels more strong and healthy and balanced when you do suffer with things like an imbalanced skin type like combination skin or a condition like dehydration. Just seeking that balance in your skincare can, getting that can be huge for really getting your skin to a happy state, and I really feel like this serum does that. The third ingredient that you need to know about is Panthenol. This is an ingredient that is not a stranger to my channel. I love hydrating ingredients. This is really one of my favorite ones. And the reason why I like it so much is it is a humectant ingredient. So we get that, attracting and binding hydration to the skin quality to this. It is so good at hydrating your skin. It will give you that juicy, plump, deeply replenishing hydration that we might be seeking, right? It is such a good ingredient. But Panthenol also has the ability to help support your skin's moisture barrier by helping to stimulate the lipid production in your skin. Lipids are what build up the skin barrier and hold hydration in place. So the Tiam Vita B5 toner, this is the product that started my Panthenol love. This toner is amazing. I mean, let's talk about the bouncy, plump skin. This will give it to you. This is such a great texture because you're going to get that sensation of the hydration going really deep into your skin. That's what I really crave. With dehydration, I crave deep hydration. This gives that to you. It's nice and watery, but there's just a little bit of slip, just a little bit of body to this that really helps to make your skin bouncy and feel like really replenished and look really hydrated. It is such a great combination of Panthenol. There's some peptides in here. There's other humectants. It's just a really nice formulation here. If you're really seeking for hydration, this is wonderful. Now, the Torriden Dive-In Serum is amazing for hydrating the skin. I mean, look at the ingredients list here. We have so many humectants. Of course, we have Panthenol very high up on the list. We also have glycerin, hyaluronic acid, beta-glucan. I mean, there are so many wonderful hydrating ingredients in here. You'll also spy some Ceramide NP. Now, this is not a hydrating ingredient, but because it builds your barrier up stronger, it aids the hydration process for your skin. So it's always nice to see that in your hydrating products. And then we also have soothing ingredients in here like madecassoside. So really, really lovely formulation, a really lightweight texture here, really, really watery, quickly absorbed into the skin, suitable for all skin types. If you have really oily skin, you don't like any thickness on your skin at all, this is actually a really nice product with some ceramide in it. I feel like ceramides can be tricky to get into your skincare if you don't like heavy layers because they usually come in like cream type textures. This is a really lightweight way to get some ceramides into your skin. The Calming Serum from Beauty of Joseon is a lovely serum to use that has a good amount of Panthenol married with some green tea, which is a really nice hydrating ingredient on its own that brings some great soothing properties to the skin. If your hydration levels are so depleted to the point that your skin is getting red and inflamed, you definitely do want to pair these hydrating ingredients with calming anti-inflammation ingredients like green tea, mugwort, centella, madecassoside. It's got the calming, soothing elements to it. It feels really comforting on the skin, but in a hydrating texture. This isn't creamy. This doesn't have a little bit of moisture to it that balances. This is all pure gel hydration, and it really gets down deep into the skin. I was really surprised the very first time I used this a couple of years ago. I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that much hydration from this little serum, but it really does deliver. It feels so good on the skin, a good amount of panthenol. And remember that panthenol is not just hydrating your skin, but it's strengthening your skin barrier too. Now, the Purito B5 Panthenol Rebarrier Cream is something I have to talk about in this section of the video because it does contain 10% of panthenol. And this is actually kind of similar to the Rovectin Lotus cream. It has that really similar magical quality to it. It looks like a cream, and then it like spreads down into a gel, a really thin gel on the skin, but you get that burst of hydration. Panthenol is really bringing a lot of juicy hydration. So you're going to get that really refreshing, cooling, hydrating feel. And then the squalane oil in here is going to bring the moisture. It's going to bring a little bit of the occlusivity. There's a couple other oils in here too that are kind of contributing to that hug it in quality. The number 4 ingredient to know about is urea. Now, this is an ingredient that I touched on already a little bit. It is a natural moisturizing factor. It really helps you hydrate your skin. It's naturally found in your skin. It has some other great benefits too. It's very soothing to the skin. So as I was saying before, sometimes when your skin is so depleted of hydration, the dehydration is so bad that your skin actually becomes inflamed and irritated. Urea is a great ingredient to seek out for those, specific instances because it has this calming property to it, the hydrating property, and the barrier supportive property to it as well. So it brings multiple benefits to the skin. It can actually be very helpful for those who are acne prone because it helps to loosen the keratin glue that holds all the dead skin cells into your skin, which can get caught into your pores and create clogs and pimples. So of course, I'm going to talk about the Inkey list Supersolutions Urea 10% Moisturizer. It's like pretty much since this product was released last fall, I have been all over it. As I mentioned, urea is not necessarily the easiest ingredient to find in like your everyday skincare lines. So it's really nice to see it from the Inkey list. This has this nice gel cream texture to it. It doesn't fully have that like super magical property like the Lotus cream from Rovectin or the Purito Panthenol cream, but it definitely does have a hydrating, watery feel to it as you spread this onto the skin. It feels really soothing and comforting, but it is incredibly light. So I always say this is a multitasking product. They are marketing this as a moisturizer, and I think for oily skin, you will enjoy this. There's not a lot of occlusivity to this, but it can also be used as a treatment layer too. And as I said, if your skin's really irritated from your lack of hydration, using this in a thin layer underneath your normal moisturizer could actually go a long way to helping your skin heal. Something else that contains urea in it in a really nice hydrating format is the Hada Labo Gokujyun Premium Lotion. Now this is a Japanese beauty product. Something that you need to know that you might not already, the word lotion in J Beauty actually does refer to more of a toner or an essence type of product. It is not actually indicating a creamy lotion or moisturizer. It's confusing, I know. So this is actually a like slightly thicker toner, or it could even be used as an essence product, but we do have some urea in here, which is bringing a really good amount of hydration to the formula and a little bit of that skin soothing property. This is definitely going to plump the skin up. It feels very balancing. You get the hydration, but you get like almost this like rich, non-greasy type of balancing moisture to it. It has that quality of giving you the hydration and just gently hugging it in. But it really plumps your skin up with this kind of gel texture. Feels really, really good. This is probably even more popular, I think, than the original Gokujyun lotion, which is just a lot of hyaluronic acid. I think the key to the premium with the addition of the urea really just sets it apart, really ups the hydration, and has this really nice calming effect on the skin too. And the 5th ingredient you need to know about to hydrate your skin is Glycerin, yeah, this is a very common humectant that is found in lots of, maybe even all skincare products, right? It is growing in popularity, especially as hyaluronic acid became super popular in the skincare world and on the internet. I think that glycerin started to get even more popularity, almost as a backlash in a way to hyaluronic acid. These are just two different humectants. These are just two different ways to hydrate the skin. And as popular and as well known and as common as glycerin is becoming, I do still want to highlight it in the video because it is a sign that the skincare product that you might be considering purchasing, if you're looking at the ingredients list, it is a sign that you're on the right track to a really nicely hydrating product. So glycerin, it's a humectant. What does it do? It helps to attract and bind hydration to the skin. One of the other benefits of glycerin, which make it a really nice alternative to hyaluronic acid, is that it does actually help to increase the skin elasticity over time. So like Panthenol, glycerin is really not an ingredient that you need to individually seek out in your skincare products because it's probably already in your skincare routine in a good amount. So we don't need like a 10% glycerin serum or anything. And I'm just going to use this opportunity to talk about some of my other favorite hydrating products that do contain glycerin in them. So the Purito Centella unscented serum, we've got glycerin in here. We also have arginine, the amino acid, right? So there is a really nice complex of hydrating ingredients in here. We've got well-aging peptides in here. We have niacinamide in here to help strengthen the barrier, but also bring some brightness to the skin. We also have quite a few different forms of Centella in here to bring antioxidant protection, to bring soothing and comfort to the skin. Wow, this is so juicy. It is so plump, and it is not a thick serum. While we still have this gel type of texture, it doesn't have the slipperiness to it. It doesn't have the moisture effect to it at all. This is pure gel hydration, and that really makes your skin very bouncy. And for something completely different, this is the Cosrx Moisture Power Enriched Cream. A Moisture Power Enriched Cream is hydrating. Yes, indeed, it really is. That is what blew my mind about this cream. And I just want to take the opportunity, since we're talking about glycerin, it's the second ingredient in this cream. I want to take the opportunity to put some spotlight on this. If you watch my videos, you know I'm obsessed with this, because the very first time I ever used this cream, I was looking for a medium weight moisture barrier supportive cream. I do tend to like my moisturizers, like I said, medium on my skin, but slightly rich in moisture. So we've got ceramides here, we've got cholesterol, we've got some fatty acids. The texture, you can see it has, you can tell it's going to be a medium weight type of moisturizer. It's not super duper buttery, it's not super duper thick, but it's enough. That's the sweet spot that my skin really, really loves in a moisturizer. So I was like, good, I'm sold. Can't wait to try it. You know, hit purchase. Can't wait to put this on my face. The very first time I got it onto my face, I got all the sensations I wanted. I got the moisture, I got the medium weight, I got the occlusivity in this, but I could not believe the amount of hydration I was getting from this moisturizer. I was not expecting it. I didn't seek for it. I don't usually want watery hydration in my moisturizer per se, but wow, this really delivered. I don't know what it is, but I do find the moisturizers that give me that little hint of hydration or a big burst of it, right? They always do feature a good amount of glycerin in them. Glycerin just really works so well with so many different skincare formulations and other skincare ingredients. Glycerin can work in a toner and it can work in a moisturizer. I think that's why it is so commonly used, and why it's such a great ingredient overall. So those are the 5 ingredients that you need to know about if you are looking for juicy, plump, and hydrated skin. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did and it helped you out, please, I would be so honored if you would hit subscribe before you leave. I release a lot of new skincare videos throughout the week, and I also do shorts, so maybe consider turning on notifications so you're never out of the loop. I want to know, what is your favorite, most hydrating skincare product? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you so much, and I really hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.